Matt, is everything kind of still the same on the injury situation? Anybody getting any better? Or
You know what? I think it's still the same from when we talked about it on I guess Monday. Yeah, so I think C.J. Miller looks healthy. Some of the guys that were able to rest, J.V. Hamilton looks a little bit more healthy. Dawson Knox looks a little bit more healthy. So I think Victor Evans. Again, still a chronic knee problem, but he'll be a little bit better, give us a little bit more. Austrian will be able to play some. So it just, from an injury standpoint, besides the guys that are done for the year, we should be pretty good going into the game.
is that something Victor's going to have to get looked at once the season's over?
Yeah, I think so. I just think it's a chronic knee injury, and they'll have to go in and MRI it, and potentially maybe scope it. But I think for right now, it's not going to hurt it any worse. So I think it's just managing it and getting him through the year.
Markel Winters.
He won't play this week. Maybe questionable for the next week, but I think he'll be back before the end of the year.
Gotcha.
Preparation been satisfactory?
Good, really good. A lot of energy. Guys, flying around, look really, really fresh yesterday because of the weather. We went inside today, but overall, it's been a good week.
Do you think the physicality of practice yesterday when we were out there, do you think that helps a lot going into a game that you need to work on the physicality a lot?
Yeah, I think speed of the game is always good, and I think for us backing off some and having shorter practices in the open date, I think it's good to get out there and be physical and get the speed of the game back because it has been a week since you played.
Have you noticed them become more balanced in recent weeks as they've kind of found a running game and then figured out what they have and didn't? It seems like he's kind of settled into the 15 to 25 range in terms of throwing. Have you noticed more balance in what they do?
I think they had success running the football, and I think that's kind of what they hung their hat on and did a nice job. A little bit more 12 personnel, not as many RPOs, still in their game plan, but just a little bit more maybe a commitment to running the football.
Do you see a Dan Werner influence in there?
Yeah, some. Always. Football's football. That means a lot of the schemes are the same. Inside zone, outside zone, power, counter. That's who they are and who most everybody is. It's just different variations of it.
Is Samuel similar to any receivers that you guys have?
Just a big, strong guy, probably most similar to AJ. Just they're built similar. Great hands, strong, make a lot of plays, but probably put you in the mindset of AJ just from a build standpoint.
Another 11 a.m. kickoff. And, Muschamp said yesterday that he thought that was an advantage for his guys because he gets them up at 5 a.m. every morning and they're in the building
Right.
by 6. What do you think?
We got to go put the ball down and play. Doesn't matter what time it is, where they. This is 11 o'clock. Seems like about the fifth time we've done it. So I think we should be used to it by now. So.
What have you seen out of CJ this week, knowing he's getting, finally participate Saturday? Have you seen an extra step in the practice? Or?
Yeah, I think he's excited to finally be back out there. Obviously, he's got fresh legs, and so I'm excited for him to get out there. I think he brings a little physicality. I think he likes contact, and it's just knocking the rust off and just being able to go do it because it has been a while since he's played.
You had mentioned that you felt like Ruggs kind of hit a freshman wall. Have you seen him kind of break through that?
Yeah, I think it's tough. I think you come in there and you're battling and you show flashes, and then it's different when you're expected to do it every time. When you're up and coming, if you make one good play, everybody's like, oh man, he flashed. Mm-hmm. But then you get in there as a starters, you're expected to flash every time, and there's just a difference there. Mm-hmm. So, but I do think he can give us some valuable reps, and he'll do that on special teams and at linebacker.
Have you ever had a season before where your offensive line has stayed as healthy as this group has?
Thanks.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood. It's amazing.
It's been those guys, and again, healthy is a relative term. There's a lot of those guys that are playing banged up, and they just don't talk about it, and they go out there and they keep battling. But I am really proud of that group.
Do you feel like you have a better idea of what you guys kind of want to do once you get in the red zone after examining the struggles from 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, there's some tweaks, and you basically just got to find the one-on-one matchups that you like, and then you got to go win those one-on-one matchups. It's no secret. I think at some point everybody struggles in the red zone when you play good defenses. Everything gets condensed. They play man-to-man coverage. You got to go win, and I think we'll have a plan to get our ball to our best players, and they'll make plays.
Jordan said after the Auburn game that he needed to make better decisions. He kind of protect himself, but also look, have you seen that this week?
Yeah, I think when you're an RPO quarterback, you can always second guess. It's easy to sit down the next day when you're sitting on tape and you're watching in the comfort of a chair, saying, "Hey, you should have done this or you should have done that." It happens really fast against really fast players, and but I think he will. He's an experienced guy. He'll bounce back and he'll get the ball to the right people.
Conversely, do you think they're one of the more effective teams y'all played in terms of using the RPO? They seem pretty good at it and using it a lot.
Yeah, and again, they started off with a lot of those, and they kind of backed off and went more just a conventional run game. But it is in their package, and they do a nice job with it.
Who do you feel like one of those players is that can maybe help y'all in the red zone that maybe isn't a starter right now that you feel like you can throw out there and get a good matchup?
I mean, again, we have very capable players that are out there. We don't have to bring in anybody else. There's very capable players that are out there. We just got to make plays.
Going back to Halloween, did you get spooked at all yesterday?
There was a mannequin that came out. I'm not sure if that's on video or anything, but yeah, I did.
Sorry.
That's all right. I think